It's a great day for transformation. Transformers, let's transform. Welcome to another session, morning manifestation session. It is Saturday morning. I think today is the 4th, if I'm not mistaken. Today's the 4th, right? March 4th. Yes, it is. March 4th, 2023. And I am your host, Samion Crumby, transformation leader of O.N.E Transformation Center. It's my absolute pleasure to be with you this morning and to share with you. Thank you for joining me on your journey. Allow me to join you on your journey. Thank you for joining me on my journey as we continue to ascend and become the very best versions of ourselves, truly allowing our spiritual selves, our spirit man, our God selves, to be the limitless expressions that they truly are. I'm going to say that again. Truly allowing our spirit selves. We are spiritual beings having a human experience, correct? So truly allowing our spirit man and woman to be the full extension and reflection of the master creator, the master spirit. So grateful to have you with me this morning. Take a minute, like, share, and subscribe to the O.N.E Transformation Center page. If you happen to be on my personal YouTube page as well, go ahead and like that as well. Share it. And also, go to the O.N.E Transformation Facebook page and Twitter. Not Twitter, but we're working on Twitter. But the Instagram and the Facebook page. Keep yourself updated. Also, to be able to see the replays, share with other people. We're building a community here, ladies and gentlemen. We're building a community of like-minded individuals who are light workers, who are decided to be, who've chosen to be change they desire to see, who choose humanity over all the other nonsense. There's a lot of nonsense out there. So you have a lot to choose from. We hope that you will continue to choose humanity. Just a little quick housekeeping as we come in and get ourselves settled. The way that we operate in this space is, first and foremost, we'd like for you to say good morning and to share with us where you're checking in from. Because it is indeed a great day for transformation. And then secondly, we'd like for you to, we are going to also, good morning, Shama Tamikas. We're going to also set up, we'll start to meditate with the meditation, which will be about 10 minutes long. We need that much time to clear out and to prepare our minds and our hearts to receive that which we're here to receive today. Then we'll move into the affirmational reading. And after the affirmational reading, we'll move over to, I stand corrected. We'll go to the oath of manifestation first, then to the affirmational reading. After the affirmational prayer reading, we'll have an affirmational prayer. and then we'll continue on our journeys. But I just want to thank you for joining us again. And let's begin to prepare our minds and our hearts for the meditation. For the meditation. Are you ready to go inside? Are you ready to love on yourself? Are you ready to clear your mind and prepare yourself for this excellent journey that we are embarking upon this day? I know somewhere around the world it's no longer morning. We say greetings to you. Greetings and thank you for joining in, tapping in, tuning in with us. All right, so when you hear the bowl, when you hear that, the first one will be when we begin the meditation. The second one will be the conclusion of the meditation. So join me and let's begin. If you're able to, just begin to settle yourself in. Begin to settle yourself in wherever you are, in your car, in your home, maybe even on your job. Begin to settle yourself in, or maybe at somebody else's home. You never know. You could be listening to us on the beach somewhere. We're grateful for that. Or in the snowy caps up in Alaska or in Russia. We welcome you all the same. Begin to settle yourself in. And if you can, close your eyes. And if not, just begin to soften your gaze and tune into your breath. And we will begin now. So I want you to begin to listen to your breath. Don't change anything, just simply allow yourself to breathe naturally. And notice if you feel tense or relaxed, without trying to change that either. Now begin to inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth, such as this. Inhale, hold it for 4 counts, exhale. Inhale again and hold it for 4 counts. And exhale. Very good. Continue taking those deep, mindful breaths. And while you do so, become aware of your state of your body and the quality of your mind. Inhale through your nose and out through your mouth. Where is your body holding tension? Do you feel closed off or emotionally disconnected or shut down? Where is your mind? Is it wandering or is it at home in your breaths? Is your mind at ease or is it filled with restlessness, negativity, or doubt? As we continue our breathing, place both of your hands over your heart. And continue to inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. Ask yourself, how does it feel to place my hands over this tender area? This place where I experience love for myself and others. Now begin to allow your breath to become more smooth and effortless. And breathe in and out through your nose. Feel it flowing. Feel your breath flowing into your lungs and then back out to the world. With each breath, with each exhale, I want you to imagine yourself releasing any negative thoughts that you may have been holding on to. Just let them go. Let them go. Continue to focus on each breath. And on each inhale, think to yourself, I am worthy. And on each exhale, think, I am enough. I am worthy. I am enough. I am worthy. I am enough. I am worthy. I am enough. Continue this for a few minutes, reciting this mantra internally. While doing so, notice how you feel. Notice how you feel as you recite these words to yourself. I am worthy. I am enough. If your mind wanders at any time, just know that it is okay. It's perfectly natural. It's perfectly natural for the mind to wander. Just simply bring your mind and your attention back to your breaths. Notice your thoughts. Notice them coming and going, whether positive or negative, and simply allow them to pass by like the clouds floating in the sky. Now visualize yourself standing in front of a mirror and look into your own eyes. What do you see? Pain and sadness? Love and joy? Or neutrality? Nothing at all. Regardless of what appears in your reflection, tell yourself, I love you. You are beautiful. You are magnificent. You are whole, perfect, and complete. You are happiness. You are worthy of happiness. You are worthy of the desires of your heart. Know that what you see in this very moment will become very different as you continue to look into that mirror. As the days, the hours, and the minutes go by. Now imagine that you can breathe into your hands and visualize yourself breathing into your heart and love pouring from your hands into your heart. Let this warmth permeate. Let the warmth of love permeate throughout your body. From your heart center, filling you up. Filling you up. Feel a sense of comfort and calm traveling up through your chest, into your neck, your shoulders, your head, back to your shoulders, and your arms, your hands, down into your ribs, your belly, your pelvis, your legs, and your feet. Allow the sensation of warmth to fill you up. from your head or your crown chakra down to the soles of your feet. Breathe here. And know that love is always available to you when you need it. And when you're ready, take a few more deep, mindful breaths, and then softly open your eyes. Now sit for a few moments to acknowledge the unique experience you had during this meditation. Refer back to this practice or any other resource that you may have whenever you need to create a loving space for yourself. This is a beautiful opportunity for you to know more about yourself, about your physical and emotional needs. Provide yourself the opportunity to experience more self-love, which will enable you to build stronger relationships with yourself and allow you to show up more fully for your life. How do you feel? How do you feel? Feel free to share if you like in the chat. While we prepare for the oath of manifestation. For those who are not aware of what the oath of manifestation is, it is the opportunity for you to speak life, to make a declaration to yourself. It's the opportunity for you to open up your horizon, your mind space, your heart space to receive those things that may be unconscious to you, may be invisible to you. For you to be able to stretch beyond your limitations, to remove your limitations, to remove the shackles, to shake free of the cobwebs, and to begin to release the notion that what you see and what you know is all there is. It's an opportunity for you to move into the land of unexpectancy. So let's take a moment and get ready for this. It's on the screen if you need to, if you can read it along with us. We like to do this with accountability partners. Today, you will be my accountability partner. Other than that, you can also share this with other people throughout the day. If this is not the only time that you can recite this, you can declare this as much as you like. It's up to you. All right, let's begin the declaration, the oath of manifestation. I accept and receive unexpected good, unexpected love, unexpected money, unexpected kindness, unexpected generosity, unexpected offers, unexpected prosperity, coming in unexpected ways from unexpected places in my life and in the life of others. I am constantly guided and boldly empowered to receive the lavish abundance of the universe. I accept the principle that abundance and prosperity have already been given to me. My acceptance makes it real and opens the space for manifestation to rush in. I open wide the doors of my consciousness to receive and to give. It is done now. Through this oath of manifestation, all things are possible. I declare absolutely that I live in a friendly universe that is always providing for me. I feel it powerfully happening now. I open to receive. Stand corrected. I declare absolutely that I live in a friendly universe that is always providing for me. I feel it powerfully happening now. I can afford anything I desire. I am so prosperous, I need never worry again. I open to receive more abundance and to give more abundance than I have ever experienced before. I am grateful for all that I already have and grateful for all that I am ready to give. I keep myself lifted in high consciousness no matter what the appearances are. God is all there is. I let the God times roll, and so it is. And so it is. And so it is. And so it is. Ah, yes. Just take a moment. Allow that to sink in, become deeply rooted into your spirit, into the very cells of your body, to go into and infect your DNA, because you're worthy. You are absolutely worthy. All right, let's prepare now to receive the affirmative reading. It's a good one. The affirmative reading today comes to us from A Course of Miracles. It is: the light of the world brings peace to every mind through my forgiveness. This can also be read, that's in first person. It can also be read as: the light of the world brings peace to every mind through your forgiveness. I'm going to read this to you. I'm going to speak life to you. How holy are you who have the power to bring peace to every mind? How blessed are you who can learn to recognize the means for letting this be done through you? What purpose could you have that would bring you greater happiness? You are indeed the light of the world with such a function. You are indeed the light of the world with such a function. The Son of God looks to you for his redemption. The Son of God looks to you for his redemption. It is yours to give him, for it belongs to you. Accept no trivial purpose or meaningless desire in its place, or you will forget your function and leave the Son of God in hell. This is no idle request that is being stated, that's been asked of you. You are being asked to accept salvation that it may be yours to give. Recognizing the importance of this function, we will be happy to remember it very often today. We will begin the day by acknowledging it and closing the day with thoughts of it in our awareness. As throughout the day, we will repeat this as often as we can. The light of the world brings peace to every mind through my forgiveness. I am the means God has appointed for the salvation of the world. Say that again. The light of the world brings peace to every mind through my forgiveness. I am the means God has appointed for the salvation of the world. You can find this piece on Facebook, Instagram. It's in the stories. You can go visit as frequently as possible to remind yourself that you are the light of the world that brings peace to every mind through your forgiveness. You are the means God has appointed for the salvation of the world. If you close your eyes, you will probably find it easier to let the related thoughts come to you in the minute or two that you should devote to considering this. Do not, however, wait for such an opportunity. No chance should be lost for reinforcing today's idea. Remember that God's Son looks to you for his salvation. And who but yourself must be his son? So let's break this down a little bit. The light of the world brings peace to every mind through your forgiveness. This sometimes is a difficult task for us. One, because we aren't always the most we're not always the most self-accountable people. We don't always take the charge that we can of being change agents. We don't always allow ourselves to see the value that exists within us. We often project that and request for someone else to show up in that space and to be our saviors. What this reading is saying to us today is that you are the savior for the world. By you showing up, playing your role, being authentically who you are, being a light to the world, you will provide salvation to every mind as you begin to operate in the space of forgiveness for yourself first, initially for yourself, and then secondly, for others that you may have felt have wronged you, not for their benefit, but for yours, because you need that peace. You need to be able to break through and to remove any stress, anxiety, anything that you've held inside of you that can cause you dis-ease and dysfunction. The question I have for you this morning is, how many of you are sick and tired of operating in chaos? Or how many of you are sick and tired of being sick and tired? Well, do you understand? And this passage today is a reminder that your chaos exists because you have yet to forgive. Your chaos exists because you have not allowed yourself to show up, to be present, to be authentically who you are, to be in alignment with your soul contract, the very agreement that you made before you came into this earth. The good news is you can change that today, in this very moment, by simply operating in the space of forgiveness, by simply being the light of the world that brings peace to every mind. But that peace can only come through your forgiveness. So that first part says, how holy are you who have the power to bring peace to every mind? Powerful. You know, the master teacher Jesus, when he asked the disciples at one time, who is it that you know me as? Who is it that the people see me as? And they responded to him with all the accolades, all the miracles, all the events that they have witnessed. And he confirmed that those things were true. And he went further and said, the things that I have done, ye are here to do greater. He was giving them the insight that he was just setting the baseline, the foundation, and that they should take that foundation and grow from it because the power was already invested in them. We have the saying that says, the power invested in me is greater than that power that is invested in thee. So by proclaiming this, there is an understanding, there's an obligation to show up and be the peace. So it says, how holy are you who have the power to bring peace to every mind? You do realize you have that power. Even if you don't want to have that power, even if you don't operate in that power of peace, you're operating in the space of chaos. What are you tuning into? What are you listening to? What are you subscribing to? What message are you putting out there? Because that is the that is the difference between life and death. Are you breathing life into someone, or are you speaking death? But again, you have the power to change that, to bring peace to every mind. And it says, how blessed, catch that now, how blessed are you who can learn to recognize the means for letting this be done through you. Do you not realize that when you allow yourself to be obedient, when you surrender to God's will, God's way, to the universal plan, when you begin to trust the process, you are blessed for doing so. But yet many of us want to do the opposite and receive our blessings that way. I'm not going to tell you that you can't receive it, because you have been, haven't you? You've been blessed despite how you've shown up. Yet you have limited your blessings. And many times you've blocked more blessings than you have received. So the question is, are you going to allow yourself to be fully blessed, or are you going to simply continue to block your blessings? And it says, what purpose could you have that would bring you greater happiness? Oh boy, that word right there, happiness and purpose. Many of you are out here searching and trying to find out what your purpose is. Why do I exist? What is my meaning? How am I relevant to the whole? Well, right here it tells you, what purpose would you have that it could bring you greater happiness than being the light to the world, than being salvation to others, by being the one who allows others to be able to witness the greater essence of who they are, to be able to connect with their inner divinity, to be able to align with their righteousness. What greater purpose? What greater fulfillment will you have? You know, it's also said that you know a man or a woman by the fruit that they bear. When you get the opportunity to look at your children, you see them excel. What greater happiness is that? When you get the opportunity to see someone that you've mentored excel, what greater happiness is that? Then it continues on to read, you are indeed the light of the world with such a function. Can you please own that? I know many of you have seen this term called light workers, but yet you try to resist that and say that's some new age nonsense. No, it's not. It's not. Even the master teacher Jesus said, I am the light, the truth, and the way. He said he is the light. So, and he also said the things that he has done, you are here to do greater. He also said that you are created in the image and reflection of God. So if Jesus is the light and Jesus is the image and reflection of God, then who are you? How are you not the light? So stop running from that word, that phrase, light worker, and truly turn your light on. And stop dimming your light so that others may feel better about themselves. That is not serving you, nor is it serving anyone else. It says the Son of God looks to you for his redemption. This part right here, I just want to spend a few moments on this. It says the Son of God looks to you for his redemption. So many of you are going to think that Jesus looks to you for his redemption. You're going to think that Jesus is looking for you to come to be resurrected. But I'm asking you to go a little deeper. It's also stated that you are the son or daughter of God. So if that's the case, who can redeem you, son or daughter of God, better than yourself? Because here's the key. Nothing outside of you can bring about redemption. It can offer you redemption, but it cannot bring about redemption because you first have to agree to be redeemed. If you don't make an agreement to be redeemed, then you cannot be redeemed. So it is until you, son and daughter of God, agree to redemption, you will become redeemed through your agreement. Part 2. You, son and daughter of God, there is someone looking at you today who is following your example, who is mimicking you, who is looking at you for inspiration and motivation. It is you who will provide them the opportunity to receive, to align with redemption. However, if you refuse to show up, now you are handicapping, disabling, limiting, and ruling out the opportunity for those who are following your leads, who are looking up to you, who are engaged with you from a mentor space, from a space of idealism. You're relinquishing them the opportunity to be redeemed. How dare you? How dare you? The audacious, the boldness to prevent someone else from being able to have a redemptive life. But today, the good news is you can make a different decision. It continues to read and say, it is yours to give him, for it belongs to you. Accept no trivial purpose or meaningless desire in its place, or you will forget your function and leave the Son of God in hell. We just talked about that. If you choose to ignore who you are and to be authentically who you are and to be the light of forgiveness, to be the light of redemption, then you are casting those who entrust you into hell. Wow. Can you carry that? Look around you right now with all the chaos going. So I need you to stop thinking about hell being this eternal, this external situation, this afterlife experience. Many of you, many of us are experiencing hell right now. We're experiencing turmoil and chaos and disruption. We're experiencing a lack of peace. We're experiencing heartache, dis-ease, cancer, so many different ailments right now, which is the epitome of hell. And you often say a phrase, and I have to ask you, do you really mean this phrase? You said, I wouldn't wish this on my enemy. But yet, do you show up so that your perceived enemy doesn't have to experience such dis-ease? Think about that for a moment. Do you show up so that that perceived enemy does not have to experience such disease. Hmm. And then he goes on to read, this is no idle request. This is no idle request that is being asked of you. Meaning this is not idle. This is not void. This is not void. So this is a real life. This is something that is action oriented. This is a commandment to you. You are being asked to accept salvation that it may be yours to give. I'm going to say it again. You are being asked to accept salvation so that it is yours to give. Let me give you a quick scenario. I know this is running a little bit long, but bear with me. We're just going with the flow here. We're being in the flow. I have conversations. I have relationships that have no understanding, no desire, and that have really had no desire to understand their inner divinity, understand who they really are and whose they really are, to understand the power that is invested in them. But simply because I show up and be a light, then that is giving them permission to be curious and to begin to be redemptive, to know redemption, and the opportunity to allow their light to shine more brightly. I had a situation yesterday that, for those who may know me, who are close to me, know that the last couple of years have been extremely tough for my family. There's been the energy of suicide or attempted suicide and significant manic depression within my children. There's been a lot of turmoil and the strain that's going on with the family dynamic and the pulling and the misconception, misinformation, so on and so forth. It's allowed us, let's call some dis-ease, some distraction, some separation. However, a gentleman who's been in my life since high school, who's going through a similar situation himself, who's witnessed this, he made a comment yesterday as I was speaking with him. And my daughter came home and we were engaging in conversation. He said, man, you know what? I noticed, man. He said, I'm just proud. You guys have come a long way. He said, that's inspiring for me to be able to have that level of engagement, the level of communication again with my own child. But he understands we've done the work. Despite what's happening outside of our situation that we cannot control, we've done the work. And we continue to show up and be a light. It's important that we must be examples. Our children are no longer interested, and people in general are no longer interested in hearing the words that you have to speak. They want to see your deeds. They want to see your actions. You know, the statement is there's a man by the fruit that he bears. That's not word oriented. That's action based. That's who are you being? Who are you showing up as? And it's important that we take a moment to really register that and become the change that we desire to see, to be the light that we desire, the peace, the love that we desire to see and experience, and allow others to be able to connect with that and give them permission to do, be, and see the same. And it continues to read, recognizing the importance of this function, we will be happy to remember it often today. We will begin the day by acknowledging it and close the day with the thoughts of it in our awareness. And throughout the day, we will repeat this often as we can. I want you to take a moment and close your eyes. Real quickly, close your eyes just for about a minute. And I want you to repeat with me. The light of the world brings peace to every mind through forgiveness. The light of the world brings peace to every mind through forgiveness. I am the means God has appointed for the salvation of the world. I am the means God has appointed for salvation of the world. Now sit with that. Allow it to register. Allow yourself to download what that means. Allow it to embolden you. You are the means. You are the means. Take this idea with you today and allow this idea to spark something for you in a way beyond anything that you've ever imagined before. Allow it to begin to change you and to align you with your redemption. For it's yours to have. That concludes our reading for the day. Let's move in a space of prayer for a moment. Prayer of gratitude. Father, Mother, God, guardian angels, all that works together for our best and highest good, we simply say thank you. Thank you for this word this morning, the reading. Thank you for the peace that surpasses all this understanding that we receive through the meditation. Thank you for the gentle reminders that we are enough and that we are worthy. Thank you for the constant reminders that the love that we desire is within us and that we, at any time, can experience that simply by our way of giving, by way of getting still. Thank you for entrusting us with the oath of manifestation, this declaration that gives us access to the unknown, the unseen, the unexpected. Thank you for it working in our life. Thank you for the opportunity to see it visibly happening each and every waking moment. Thank you for when we're blessed as we sleep, as much as we're blessed as we're awake. We give thanks that you are continuously enlarging our territory and blessing us indeed in multiple ways, mentally, emotionally, physically, financially, energetically, within our dynamics of our families, to attract the relationships that best serve us. We thank you for the eradication and the removal of anything that no longer serves in our best and highest good. We thank you for the reminder and the opportunity to continue to be the light of the world that brings peace to every mind through forgiveness. We thank you for the courage to forgive. We thank you. We thank you. We thank you. We thank you for the small and the large. We thank you for the people who are able and those who feel like they're unable, for the opportunity for them to be enabled. Enabled with your goodness, with your word, with your truth. We thank you for our ancestors who have paved the way, and we stand on their shoulders to go forth and be a great reflection. We thank you for an understanding, for you said in all thy getting, gets an understanding. We thank you for that understanding becoming ever expansive. We thank you for a limitless experience. We thank you for the abundance that is all around us, even though we may be shared, it may be told to us that we're limited and we're living in a limited environment, that we're having lack. But no, no, no. For you are the abundance. You said that you would give us, that we would have the experience of heaven on earth. And we proudly accept it. We humbly accept it. For we are royal priesthood, a chosen generation, peculiar people. And we are here for you, God. We are here for you. We're here to be the light, to be the salvation, to be the redemption for you, so that others may know you greater within themselves, so others may begin to align with their authentic nature, to reconnect with their soul contract, and to no longer be disabled by their ego. We thank you. We thank you for the strength within our bodies, for the air that we breathe, the water that we drink, the food that we consume that gives us energy. We thank you for the purpose and the role. Lead us today. Guide us. Incite us to action, to show up in the way that only we can in this very moment. I give thanks to you. I give thanks to you. I give thanks. Ashayo. Thank you again for tuning in this morning. I hope that this was as much of a blessing to you as it was for me. And I thank you for taking a moment, as always, to invest in your transformation. It's big, it's significant. It's significant. You don't know how significant that is. Everybody doesn't do that. So thank you for taking a moment to invest in your transformation. And we hope you continue to join us daily on the weekends at 8 a.m., but Monday through Friday, 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And tomorrow we will return. We shall return at 8 a.m., yet also 11 p.m., maybe 11:30, for the Transform My Life stream that goes live. It's going to be great. We're picking up on our 13-week magnanimous manifestation series. Last week was mindfulness. This week is attune. M-A. Mindfulness for M-A. You have to tune in to see exactly what A stands for so that you can be in alignment and begin to manifest more intentionally with knowing exactly the action steps to do so. We're excited to have you. Go be the change you desire to see today and continue to invest in your transformation. Until next time, blessings. We love you. Be great.